obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
Frank, when you think Fairway, you think fresh. Is that the winning culture you've tried to create?
Penelope Pineapple, what an unbelievable produce performance. How does your team stay so fresh?
Sunkissed Orange. Is it true Fairway has offered the freshest produce in town since 1938?
What can we say? Our produce is so fresh, we're speechless.
Across Iowa, you don't have to look far to find a bank that's got your back. From just around the corner to the next town over, hundreds of neighborhood banks are going the distance to ensure your future looks brighter than ever. By providing jobs, supporting local businesses, strengthening communities, and helping your dreams become reality. Here, the life you build is backed by Iowa banks. See how banks are making a difference near you at iowabankers.com.
Living your best life means something different to everyone, especially when it comes to healthcare. That's why Mercy One offers compassionate, personalized care. We are here for you with one team of experts, providing access to the primary care and highly rated specialty care you need, easily and conveniently. So go ahead, live your best life. We're with you every step of the way. Mercy One, your best life, our one purpose.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's hometown pride, it's hopes and dreams, it's our future leaders, it's a reason to do more and be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can only be found in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes and coaches on a successful year, and remember, today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's achievements.
Good afternoon. It is time for Class 1A state quarterfinal basketball as we flip to the final class of the 2023 state tournament here from the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union State Basketball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. It is number 1 in Class 1A, the Algona Bishop Garrigan Golden Bears and the Martensdale-St. Mary's Blue Devils, the 8 seed. It's the 8-1 to get things going here in 1A. And welcome courtside along with, you know her, Ellie Ruffridge. I'm Paul Yeager. Glad to have you here. Ellie, we flip now to a class that features one player that everybody knows, but it takes a team to win a state championship. We all know Audie Crooks.
We do all know
But this
Audie Crooks.
team is really good. You don't win state championships by yourself.
You don't. This team, they're fun to watch. They got Molly Joyce on point guard, and they have other role players that step in and make big time plays for the Golden Bears.
And then for Martensdale-St. Mary's, they've seen the 8 seed win already this week. They say, why not us? It is a squad of Carolyn Amfer in double figures, same with Sophia Shannon. This is how they got to state. Let's go, Brindley German. Lots of scores on this team that's 21-4. They defeated Council Bluffs St. Albert to get here. They are 5th in 1A in three-pointers per game and score about 60 points a game. There we mentioned Brindley German and Campbell German. They are a good combo there. Bishop Garrigan, 23-1, knocked out Riceville to punch their ticket to state. They lead all classes in points per game, assists per game, team field goal percentage. Audie Crooks, the future Iowa State Cyclone, 32 points, 14 boards. Molly Joyce, that is a good, we talked about it in our last game, Ellie, how important an inside-outside game is. There's not many players like Audie, but it's all about the team, and we'll talk a little bit more about the seeds to success when we come back here from the state tournament in Des Moines.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe it. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
When you choose Delta Dental of Iowa, you set a chain of good in motion because we invest in your community. So whether you get your plan at work or purchase it through us, you get more than great dental and vision insurance. You make a difference for others. Choose Delta Dental for your smile, for your health, and for your community.
Class 1A state basketball quarterfinals here from Wells Fargo Arena. That's the view we have. Martensdale-St. Mary's is on the left, and on the right is Bishop Garrigan. Here's your Cougar seeds for success. Ellie, what does Garrigan need to do today?
So Bishop Garrigan, they want to take away the three-point shot from Martensdale-St. Mary's because Martensdale-St. Mary's can shoot it from all over the perimeter. They have several players that can knock down those shots, and they also want to demand the ball inside, take advantage of Audie in there, and use that to their advantage. And then for Martensdale-St. Mary's, they want to really take advantage of the mismatches when Garrigan goes into man-to-man, and then also challenge others on the Bears team to step up and make big-time plays rather than relying on Molly and Audie.
Coach Baker told us earlier this week, he said, every type of defense and strategy against Audie Crooks has been used. Our key is trying to make Joyce beat us. And he pointed out a stat of Molly Joyce hasn't had the best three-point shooting performance here at Wells Fargo Arena. Maybe, just maybe, he found the secret. We'll see.
We will see.
What do you see as – but that's always easier said than done, though.
It is. And we talked about this the first game we called, but during warm-ups, this is your chance to get those nerves out and just lock in, get in the zone, get those shots up. And then the rest will take care of itself. Trust what got you to this point.
And that is, trust is a team that has been together, and you look around and go, we want 3 more games, but it starts with 1 right now, and that is the quarterfinal. We will step aside, get you ready for, that is your Cougar Seeds for Success. And I want to let you know, thanks to Cougar Seeds, because the next time you are in need of corn or soybean seed, give your local Cougar Seeds dealer a call. Cougar Seeds, first-class seed, first name service. Learn more at cougarseed.com. Starting lineups and the opening tip coming your way next.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7. Rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
Class 1A here on the Mid-American Digital Network is about to take place. It is the first of 4 in Class 1A. Let's meet the starting lineups and the introductions for this contest.
Good afternoon, fans, and welcome to today's 2023 Girls State Basketball Quarterfinal matchup featuring the Martensdale-St. Mary's Blue Devils and the Bishop Garrigan Golden Bears. Fans, tradition is an important part of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union's storied history. Because our past is an integral part of what we do today, we ask that everyone in attendance please join in a round of applause to show our appreciation to all the women who have participated in high school athletics in Iowa. Once an Iowa girl, always an Iowa girl. Fans, at this time, the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and the Iowa Farm Bureau would like to recognize the outstanding sportsmanship shown by Martensdale-St. Mary's High School and Bishop Garrigan High School. In recognition of the importance of good sportsmanship, each state qualifying school was asked to nominate a spectator who represents their school and community in a sportsmanlike manner. Madison Melchert, Assistant Director of the IGHSAU, will present each nominee with a certificate of recognition and a $250 check payable to their school scholarship fund. Please join us in honoring these individuals whose decorum and respect for others serves as a model for all spectators attending interscholastic events. From Martensdale-St. Mary's, James Pearson. And from Bishop Garrigan, Lee and Kathy Froelich. The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union promotes good sportsmanship by participants, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants, officials, and spectators in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or abusive comments, or intimidating actions directed at officials, participants, coaches, team representatives, or event personnel will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. We thank you for your cooperation and invite you to enjoy the game. Fans, it's now time to introduce the players in today's quarterfinal matchup. First, the non-starters for the Martensdale-St. Mary's Blue Devils. Number 1, Autumn Elbert. Number 4, Carson Oberender. Number 5, Marianne Hart. Number 10, Emily Hughes. Number 13, Hadley Pearson. Number 21, Catherine Ballard. Number 31, Abigail White. Number 34, Kaylee Finney. Number 40, Sydney Bears. And number 44, Carly Franey. The assistant coach for Martensdale-St. Mary's is Dean Furness. Now let's meet the non-starters for the Golden Bears. Number 1, Ava Snyder. Number 2, Alyssa Hoagland. Number 3, Seisha Alish. Number 10, Emmy Bartolo. Number 12, Elena Casey. Number 14, Ava Rothler. I apologize. Number 20, Reagan Murphy. Number 23, Reese Kimna. And number 35, Haley Nemmers. The assistant coaches for the Golden Bears, Mick Elbert, Joe Bartolo, John Bartolo, and Lance Ludwig. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the starters in alternating fashion for both teams. For Martensdale-St. Mary's, a sophomore, number 0, Ellie Baker. For the Golden Bears, a senior, number 11, Molly Joyce. For the Blue Devils, a junior, number 2, Brinley German. And for the Golden Bears, a junior, number 21, Abby Capacious. For the Blue Devils, a junior, number 12, Carolyn Amphar. And for the Golden Bears, a sophomore, number 22, Zoe Montag. For the Blue Devils, a junior, number 23, Sophia Shannon. For the Golden Bears, a senior, number 30, Ashley Hovey. For the Blue Devils, a junior, number 32, Campbell German. And for the Golden Bears, a senior, number 55, Audie Crooks. Head coach for Martensdale-St. Mary's is Tim Baker. Head coach for Bishop Garrigan is Brandon Schwab. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you please direct your attention to the area in front of the scorer's table for the introductions of our officials for this afternoon's contest. Casey Hofert, Nate Steege, and Troy Wolbar. Late.
Before we begin today's game, we'd like to once again thank Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, for their support. The Iowa Farm Bureau has an office located in each county across Iowa, and we'd like to thank the offices listed on your screen for their support of the two teams playing in our game today. Thank you, Iowa Farm Bureau, for supporting the IGHSAU and the IOWA Girl. The Golden Bears in white, the Blue Devils in blue. We're ready to tip it off here Wednesday afternoon, and we're off to a misfire. Not very often does does Audie lose a tip, but you know.
I don't think that was Audie's fault right there.
And the tip is rattled around and finally brought in by Molly Joyce. So the Bears will go from left to right. On your screen, if you're watching us here on the digital network, which is powered by Mid-American Energy, I'm Paul Yeager along with Ellie Ruffridge, and early on, Audie Crooks for 2.
Martensdale-St. Mary's needs to have some backside help right there. There was no one there.
Running shot there by German is short. Bears get it. Loose ball taken back by the Blue Devils. Campbell German corrals for just a moment. Now Brinley will calm it down. We're going to have she stepped on the line. All right, I was like, there's no foul there. 2-0 Garrigan early on. Inside back door, Crooks catch and shoot. Seen that time, a time or two. German attacks. Gets in on Joyce.
Yeah.
Maybe one of those try to get her in foul trouble possibly.
Right. Molly showing the pressure right there.
Molly Joyce, a senior, headed to Truman State. Again, Crooks up and over.
That's
Timeout.
3 possessions in a row that Audie's gotten the ball down low for an easy 2.
It is a full timeout, and we'll step aside.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7. Rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
Central College has you covered with career-building programs, and with tuition less than $20,000 a year and tons of scholarship, it's the best decision ever. Apply today at central.edu. Quick timeout for Martensdale-St. Mary's, Ellie. It's, as you said, 3 almost the exact same play.
Right. They make it look so easy, too. She's so smooth down low. Martensdale-St. Mary's needs to make it difficult for the passer making that post-entry pass to Audie, but then they also 3 times in a row haven't even had backside help. So I guarantee that's what they were talking about in that huddle right there.
See if they make that quick adjustment and also see what they do on the attack here on offense. I think that was a strategy that looked like they were having a little better time getting to the basket. German kicks and he throws it right into the back legs of Abby Capacious. And Abby pulls it up the floor. Now Molly Joyce, top of the key. Now left wing. Now it's like a swing. Joyce for 3. Rattles around. Rebound. Brindley German. 3-point on the way. Missed by Campbell German. $6-0 early on. Garrigan played about a minute and some change. 3 on the corner, no good. From Hovey, and we're going to have a held ball underneath. So early on, not a lot of outside shots going for Bishop Garrigan.
Nope, they're taking it to Martensdale-St. Mary's by looking inside to Audie Crooks to start this game off.
If you can deny her the basketball, it's not like you know that that's the easy way to go, is to try to get it to Audie all the time, but why is it you need other parts of your offense to kick and click? Just
to get your offensive flow going more smoothly, getting more people involved, spreading the floor, moving the ball quickly, and just getting into your offensive sets.
Ampher with it now. Brindley German, 8 on the shot clock. German drives in on Joyce, loses the handle. Molly Joyce holds off with the left, grabs it with the right, behind the back dribble, and the Bears go to work. And she traveled.
Got a little ahead of herself right there. Mistakes happen like that in this first round game, just getting the jitters out.
Hadley Pearson enters the game, and that is an IMT Insurance substitution, which are all brought to you by IMT Insurance. Visit imtins.com for more. 6-0, Algona Bishop Garrigan from north central Iowa. Martensdale-St. Mary's just down the road to the south here of Des Moines. The two communities of Martensdale and St. Mary's, and there is a foul on Garrigan. Zoe Montag. In with Shannon. Now Shannon back in the corner. German. Good jump out defense here by the Bears. Pearson dribbles, goes after Crooks. Crooks gets a hand on it. Loose ball picked up by the Golden Bears and then stolen away.
Great
and then a
play.
tie-up. When you see Audie come in with a big old hand right there, she really changed that whole play was going to go a whole different way until she tied it up.
Yes, great job by Campbell German right there.
Emmy Bartolo into the game. So is Sasha Alish. 3 on the way from Molly Joyce. Her first bucket and the first 3 of the game.
That's one of Coach Baker's game plans, is challenging Molly Joyce to shoot the 3 here. As we mentioned, she hasn't always shot it particularly well here at the state tournament.
Campbell German was trying to get rid of it. Took an extra step before she did, and that turnover will give it back to Garrigan, who look to extend their 9-point lead. Joyce drives, and she'll go to the line for a pair. Martensdale-St. Mary's plays in the Pride of Iowa Conference, 21-4 on the season. Their loss to Solon, who's still playing, Nottoway Valley, Panorama, which played earlier today, and Eddyville-Blakesburg, which just lost. So a tough schedule for Martensdale-St. Mary's, as the first free throw is good by Joyce. And, you know, Ellie talked about it, you know, when you have conversations with some coaches and, like, who are you going to play?
Mm-hmm.
What's your schedule? Why is it important to have strong games?
It's very important because it builds your resume, and it also prepares you for games down at the state tournament. You want to play against the best in order to be the best, and that's why I think it's so crucial that teams get the best teams on their schedule.
Missed shot by Martensdale. Quickly up ahead, Crooks catches, scores, and a chance for the and one.
Great pass there by Molly Joyce. And finish by Audie Crooks.
Let's take a look at it again. See, Audie she even pump fakes.
Right? I've been trying to say that. More players need to do that, whether you're a guard or you're a post.
As the free throw is off the mark, that's one hole in the game of Audie Crooks would be her free throws. That's self-admitted, coach admitted, and I'm guessing anybody who recruited her we kind of need you to encourage her game. Audie gets talked about a lot. Why, as obviously you know who she is, Ellie, and you've seen her play, whether it's in highlights. Talk to me about her game and what it is that she does so well and looks easy.
Well, she's just so smooth. A lot of coaches that have talked to me about her, there's always two things that come up, and it's one, she gets up and down the floor very well, and also she has great hands, soft hands. I've heard that a lot. She just catches it and then just has a great shot that goes with it. So she's a great player and has improved over the years. Really looking to see how she does at Iowa State.
I remember when she came in as a freshman and Garrigan was playing, and that was all this. I can't wait to see this freshman from Garrigan. This, what's her name? Crooks, and everybody knows her name now. Shot goes in for Martensdale-St. Mary. Hadley Pearson breaks the seal on the Martensdale-St. Mary's, and the fans wearing the blue can finally sit down.
They're loving it.
Took them 5 minutes to get that first bucket, and then right away coming back, Emmy Bartolo.
She's one of those players for Garrigan that comes off the bench and just is a spark for them. Plays well and then makes tough shots like that. And then gets a steal.
I don't think Amfer was looking for the ball or had no idea that Bartolo was there. Backdoor cut. Amfer was there for a moment. Now German gets to the left side, kicks it to a wide open 3, 15-footer, rattles around, no good for Pearson. Rebound Crooks. You don't win a state championship at any level behind one player, no matter how good they are. It takes a whole team. Crooks helps, catches, releases, and scores on the rebound. She now has 10. And it's been defense for Garrigan here in this early matchup, Ellie, that kind of looks to be the difference.
Right. And I thought last possession, Martensdale-St. Mary's did a great job moving the ball, getting into the paint, and then kicking it out for a shot. If they continue to do that, they're going to get more offensive opportunities.
And the defense that Garrigan is playing, it looks more like a box and one. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it looks like that.
Because it looks on the Crooks is kind of doing that sag help. She's not one that goes out and guards at the next level. Is she someone that's going to have to maybe play some more defense?
Yes. If she wants to excel at the highest level, then she's definitely going to have to play different spots on the floor on the defensive end.
There's a look at the only field goal that Martensdale-St. Mary's has had this game as the two free throws from Brindley German rattle in and out. Rebound goes to the Blue Devils, and that's a double dribble by Sydney Bears. And it's a turnover again. That's the 8th turnover this is the 8th turnover of the game for Martensdale-St. Mary's early on. Crooks, high block, turnaround shot, off the back iron. Brindley German, the junior, averaging 13 points a contest, trying to stir the drink and get this motion going. Bears drives into the trees. Shot altered, not blocked. Rebound. Put back in, Hadley Pearson. Her 4th point. She has all 4 of the Blue Devils points off the bench. Back to a 14-point lead. Wide open three by Alish, misses. Great rebound, Capetious, short. Alters the shot, and then she's out of position and fouls the Blue Devil on the other end. Ellie, we talked about flow in that first game. What's the flow of this game like?
Well, Bishop Garrigan is doing a great job just getting other players involved in the game, whether they were starters or coming off the bench. They're just moving the ball really well. Martensdale-St. Mary's, it looks like they're getting settled in. I think the success is going to come from just like that, attacking the basket. And also driving and kicking and getting those 3 points.
Ooh, big shot there.
Second three from Emmy Bartolo.
21-4 now. Everything going the Bears' way. And stepping on the line, really nowhere for Baker to go there. I'm just impressed by Garrigan's defense. I mean, I know they are everywhere. And
they're everywhere.
I mean, how do you ball fakes, passes, it's hard to get around. Like Central Lyon is long, and they were just everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
This is a little different kind of defense, right?
Yes.
Or am I misreading that?
No, it is different defense. They're throwing a combination of different defenses at the Blue Devils, and what's really effective for the Bears is their quickness and speed with their guard play.
Joyce's three, as the clock is winding down of the first quarter, misses. And so all Martensdale can do is just touch it when it inbounds. No shot off of point two. They'll get it in, and that'll end the first quarter. All Garrigan, 21-4 over Martensdale-St. Mary's here in Class 1A at the state tournament.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small. We host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe it. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
Hey fans, Central College has you covered with career building programs, and with tuition less than $20,000 a year and tons of scholarships, it's the best decision ever. Apply today at central.edu. Paul Yeager, Ellie Ruffridge, as we begin quarter number 2 here from the state tournament, Class 1A quarterfinal, first of 4. And it has been all number 1, Algona Bishop Garrigan. The Bears lead 21-4. Martensdale-St. Mary has done a lot of attacking, but Ellie, it's been 9 turnovers that have done in the Blue Devils. We said during the break it's all about attack. Right out of the break, Martensdale-St. Mary's attacks. Is that a good strategy?
It is a good strategy, but they have to be smart about it because they have Audie standing right in the middle, so they're not going to get those easy layups that they would typically get against another team. So they have to attack and find the perimeter shooting guards for either a 3 or a shot fake pull-up jumper.
So attack, go in. You know that Crooks is there, and she just absolutely alters any type of shot. So in that scenario, is that a drive and kick? Layup all the way the other end for Molly Joyce, who's doing it from both in and out. Can you kick on this team if you drive, if you're Martensdale?
Yes. That is where their success is going to come.
All right, they move it around the perimeter a little bit and drive. Now kick inside. It's more of a pass than a kick, sorry. you're a basketball purist. I don't want to disrupt that. As German now into the corner. Pearson, three, no. That shot goes long, and right there on the weak side rebound, the Golden Bears up ahead. Audie on the left block. Turn around. Won't go down. Shannon the rebound, and we have a timeout. 30-second variety for Martensdale-St. Mary's. All right, let's take a look at the other Class 1A games here. Remsen-St. Mary's will play West Fork, two teams we have not seen in quite some time here at Wells Fargo. That game slated for 3:15. Then it's Newell Fonda and Woodbine. For some reason, I think Newell Fonda has played here before. Then North Lynn and Winfield Mount Union close out the night. That's the 3-6 game at 6:45. Now, Bishop Garrigan this year, they played Dyke New Hartford and won 62-40. I think that says 46. So again, when you talk about competition, Garrigan in years past, I know a couple of years ago they came down and played Valley in a good 1-5 game, 5A, 1A. But if you're Garrigan, that Dyke New Hartford game was kind of interesting for both Dyke New Hartford and for Algona Garrigan.
Exactly. They want to play against each other because, again, it makes them better. And they're not in the same class. But, again, it's all preparing your team for how you perform down here.
And I think there was, it might have been last year that Newell Fonda and Garrigan played a regular season game. And, they played a lot, and then they played a lot at the state tournament. Yeah, Newell Fonda, you might pay attention to them a little bit.
Maybe just a little bit. I have some experience with the Mustangs.
Joyce drives, no foul on the contact. Coach Junkers ever have conversations with you?
A few.
Would you have fit that offense? That's a lot of running.
But I love to run.
I know, but that's a lot of running.
It is a lot of running, but that's where their success is too. They like to push the tempo and pedal to the metal.
So in 1A, 2A, to an extent 3A, you sometimes see teams have great success at state who run the ball, but then there's also teams that struggle at this bigger court when they're not able to run like they have or have the smaller gyms, as the three is off the mark for Amfer, and it's a rebound for the Bears. Which high-powered offense translates, Ellie? So the ball goes out of bounds trying to get it into. Why do some high-powered, high-running octane offenses work and others don't down here?
Well, I think if you can run and you have that stamina, you're not going to have any problem with what size of court you're playing on. But the teams who maybe don't run a lot in practice and don't stress that, it's something that their coaches probably bring up to maybe warn them, hey, the basketball court's a little bigger this time, so we may have to, take timeouts or make substitution changes, maybe a little different than what they did in the regular season.
Sure. Golden Bears top of the key. That's Zoe Montag. Now over to Joyce, 20 on the shot clock. In the left side, Capacious. Crooks being harassed heavily by Sophia Shannon. She's trying to front, and then they double her on the backside. 8 on the shot clock, 3 on the way. Good for the Golden Bears. Ashlyn Hovey. 15-footer is short for Martensdale. Just a quick rundown and shoot. Maybe not much flow in that offensive possession. Here come the Bears. Crooks catches, scores. 12 now for Audie. (28-4). It's all Golden Bears. Here comes Pearson. Another shot. She has 6.
Great little shot right there by her.
Hadley Pearson, the only offense for the Blue Devils so far. That'll change. Wide open. Montag, 3, short. Catching it. Capacious, and then she commits a foul on the rebound. Only the 4th team foul on Garrigan there. As we have some substitutions, Alish and Bartolo come in, and it's another IMT Insurance substitution. Be worry-free with IMTINS.com. All right, Martensdale-St. Mary's going to work here. Under 4 minutes to play, 28-6. Baker gets the ball to German on the handoff. Loose ball chased. Now Pearson looks for a cutting German. Tie up, and it'll be a held ball, and it'll stay with Martensdale-St. Mary's. Let's watch this replay again on Pearson on her last bucket. Pearson above her season average of 3. She has 6 so far in this game for Martensdale-St. Mary's. We're going to have a foul, I think, on Alish. Our crew today, Casey Hofert, Nate Steggy, and Troy Wolber. German. Now Shannon. Go. Oh, there you go.
Taking it right at her.
Pearson was able to draw contact. I think Coach Schwab there was like, you got to move feet or arm because, and you know, that I would say, Ellie, has been a little bit of the development of Audie's game. Maybe as that freshman, sophomore, maybe didn't move her feet as much.
Right, and I mean, that comes with, you know, more playing experience and just the maturity that you have as a player. The older you get, just different things to work on as you grow. And she's showing that she has improved on that.
And I can see that her communication skills are working. She's working both the official and her coach at the exact same time. Very enjoyable to watch as the free throw from Pearson's off the mark, but German gets the rebound.
And this is what you need to do if you're on Martensdale's team right now. You have to value every single possession that you have and create extra possessions for yourself. So that's attacking and getting those offensive rebounds.
And trying to save a great effort there by Campbell German right to the official. And he's like, I'm blowing the whistle because I caught it because I'm out of bounds. That means, because normally it's in play if it hits the official, just the official was out of bounds. Well, that possession didn't end the way. That's the 10th turnover of the game for Martensdale. In the lane, driving, hanging on the rim. Crooks catches the miss from Capacious to score. Now 14 for Audie, who averages 32. She's the leading scorer in all 5 classes. Huh, sounds familiar. Someone else I think I know did that.
I don't know who you're talking about, Paul.
Did you ever lead all 5 classes? Stolen away by the Golden Bears. You're saved by the action. You don't have to answer that.
No.
Bartola, but we do have to talk about you here in a moment. Bartola with the basketball, 2.5 to play. 3, no, they go inside Crooks, turnaround score. 16. You had a record 8 3-pointers tied today.
Yes, by Addison Klosterbaum for Central Lyon.
I knew it was getting close, and I just forgot to look it up, and then I looked in the game review. That's a 2A record and ties the all-class record. Okay, so how many years? You are the leading scorer in all classes. Audie Crooks is getting close to you, but won't pass you. Your record stands for another cycle. How do you feel about that?
Oh, I mean, it's great because, again, I worked really hard to turn into the player that I was. But I think eventually the record will be broken. It's just a matter of time.
Some battling going on here by Golden Bears. They had 3 looks at the basket and missed on all of them. Driving up ahead and then fouled on her way to the basket is Brindley German. Great attack. She knew she got behind the defense and just absolutely tried to draw contact and did on Molly Joyce.
Yeah, Brindley was off to the races right there. There was nothing going to stop her from getting to that basket.
So we talk about taking the ball to maybe Crooks to get her in foul trouble. If you're going to force Molly Joyce to shoot threes, maybe get her in foul trouble. You get the foul right there. That is Joyce's second foul. And I just like to embarrass you as much as I can. Brindley German's free throw is up and no good. Rebound. Oh, almost hit the underside of the backboard was Bears' shot. Now the Golden Bears coming down shooting it is Joyce, trying to flush that foul from before and miss that three as we approach the 1 minute mark. Martensdale with a bucket here can break double digits. Nice force up and score, Campbell German.
Great strong move right there by Campbell.
Molly Joyce, now Bartolo. Alish pulls up three. Good look, and not the roll she wanted. Crooks catches and is fouled on her putback. She'll get 2 free throws with 45.4 seconds left to go before half. And that free throw falls for Audie.
And this is something that Coach Schwab was telling us. One thing that Audie has been working on to improve her game is her free throw percentage, as she knocks down 2 right there.
Zoe Montag in for the final 45 seconds of this second quarter. 34-10, Garrigan. Shannon in the lane's good.
Nice little floater in the lane right there by Sophia Shannon.
Saw a crease and took it. Maybe the 8-footer's there. Timeout, Bishop Garrigan. I can only guess that we're setting up some type of end game strategy here with real live competition, because Coach Schwab just pointed back to his starters back into the game. So is he looking for that real life scenario of hold it for one and get that shot?
He very well could be. Talking about the play that he wants to run right now and then effectively executing it to have that momentum going into halftime. It's always a good feeling when you score a basket and the buzzer rings and you're going into the locker room on a high note.
It is hard to replicate game action, and this is a good chance here. Let's see what the Golden Bears can do.
Looks like they're going to take their time. Hold it for one.
Capacious.
Little weave action.
Now Joyce, Montag, and Crooks on the floor. 5 seconds. Joyce forces it. Crooks, 3, 2, 1, and that is how the half is going to end. Garrigan gets 2 more at the buzzer. Crooks with 20 first half points. She has 20 of her team's 36 points, 36-12. As Garrigan will go into the locker room with a big halftime lead here at the 2023 Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union State Basketball Tournament Class 1A version. We will recap this first half, have a look at statistics, and find out more from our title sponsor when we return from the floor here at Wells Fargo Arena on the digital network, which is presented by Mid-American Energy.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's hometown pride, it's hopes and dreams, it's our future leaders, it's a reason to do more and be more. And it's that farm-strong spirit that can only be found in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes and coaches on a successful year, and remember, today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's achievements.
We're back here at halftime. It's Bishop Garrigan 36-12, and it has been all first half Audie Crooks, 20 points, and Bishop Garrigan. Molly Joy, 7, 6 for Bartolo. Hovey with 3. Garrigan, I mean, they're doing a lot of things right, but it's not like they've been perfect. Is that right?
Yeah, you've said it right on the money. It's their defense.
Yeah.
They're playing great defense, and then that's translating over to offense. They're just playing solid right now.
So for Martensdale-St. Mary's, I mean, we've seen teams come in when it, on paper they might look overmatched, or a player that dominates like that. Martensdale-St. Mary's is absolutely attacking.
Mm-hmm.
They've just had a hard time keeping hold of the ball. 12 turnovers in the first half. They've been shooting the ball. They finally are over. They're 5 of 19 for 26%. Play those percentages, they could hit some of those. I'm not saying they have a huge mountain to climb to get back into this ball game, but they have some absolute positive things that have been happening.
For sure, and I mean, we've said this several times throughout the game, but if they keep attacking the lane, good things are going to happen. And you never want to have a turnover, but Martensdale-St. Mary's, they're really trying. They're not necessarily bad turnovers, but they're trying to get their offensive to work, and one way of doing that is attacking the lane.
And we will see if that's what they're talking about after this interview, and we'll look at some of those first half stats. But let's now have a conversation with our title sponsor, the Iowa Farm Bureau, and thank them for their support of the state basketball tournament. Earlier this week, Aaron Kirtley of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union had an opportunity to speak with Iowa Farm Bureau President Brent Johnson to learn more about Iowa Farm Bureau's support of the union and the student athletes across the state.
Thanks for joining us for the 2023 Girls State Basketball Tournament. I'm Erin Kirtley with the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. We hope you're enjoying all the competitive play that you're seeing here today. We're so thankful for those who support us and help us put on such great events, none of which are more important than our longtime partner, Iowa Farm Bureau, our proud title sponsor. Here with me today is Brent Johnson, President of the Iowa Farm Bureau. Thanks for joining us, Brent.
Thanks.
So we want to tell the viewers about the Iowa Farm Bureau and the support that you provide the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Why does the Iowa Farm Bureau invest in supporting the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union in all of our tournament games?
The Iowa Farm Bureau has been the title sponsor for the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union for 18 years. We're thrilled to once again be a part of the state girls basketball tournament. But to us, it's so much more than just a basketball tournament. The athletes competing here today are among the nation's best and brightest student athletes who have a great work ethic and understand what it means to work as a team. We share the same values. Through hard work, our farmers are among the nation's best, not only in corn, hog, egg, and ethanol production, but also lead the nation in conservation. That's a lot to celebrate. And our partnership with the Girls Union gives us the opportunity to honor both.
So your support for youth and education goes beyond the IGHSAU. What other support does Iowa Farm Bureau provide Iowa's youth?
Farm Bureau celebrates Iowa's youth in many different ways. Number one, Iowa Farm Bureau, we give our students across the state nearly $500,000 in scholarships every single year. And through our teacher supplement program, we've given teachers over $450,000 in supplies and money so that they can properly have their classrooms put together for their students. In conjunction with the Girls Union and the Boys Athletic Association, we're proud to sponsor the concussion insurance. You know, there's only 7 states that even offer that. And for the 4th year running, we provide that for those student athletes at no cost to their families so that they continue to compete at a high level. And most recently, we're really excited to announce that we've given the FFA Foundation $1 million so that they can support their local chapters and ag education across this entire state so that they know what the future of agriculture means to everyday Iowans.
The student athletes participating this year are taking home some pretty neat souvenirs from this tournament. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, one of our favorite programs is actually the Signature Ball program. And it's a great opportunity that every student competing here today gets to have one of those signature balls so that they can have their teammates, their coaches, and mentors sign this ball so that they can carry this memory forward for them long into the future.
Well, thanks again to our proud title sponsor, Farm Bureau, and for Brent for being with us today.
Yep.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
When you choose Delta Dental of Iowa, you set a chain of good in motion. Because we invest in your community. So whether you get your plan at work or purchase it through us, you get more than great dental and vision insurance. You make a difference for others. Choose Delta Dental for your smile, for your health, and for your community.
All right, Frank, the store is yours. See you Monday.
What do you think he does in there? Think it's risky? I forgot my phone. And now you know what happens on Sundays.
Official state tournament merchandise is now available online. Get that smartphone out, scan the QR code on your screen, and visit IGHSAU.org to browse and customize your merchandise to match your style. Halftime stats, it is all Garrigan. 20 points for Audie Crooks. Garrigan shooting 45% from the field, 33% from three, 7 offensive boards, 12 defensive boards, steals 7, turnovers only 4, but it's those 12 turnovers from Martensdale-St. Mary's. They only have 12 points, Ellie, shooting 26%. What stat jumps out to you?
Well, the turnover stat, we talked about that before the break. So maybe cleaning that up this half. But the defensive pressure by Algona Garrigan has really what's been standing out to me so far, because they're then transitioning that into offensive points.
All right, very good. We'll study him a little bit more in this break and have the second half when we return.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7. Rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
Slade's the place for you!
Living your best life means something different to everyone, especially when it comes to healthcare. That's why Mercy One offers compassionate, personalized care. We are here for you with one team of experts, providing access to the primary care and highly rated specialty care you need. easily and conveniently. So go ahead, live your best life. We're with you every step of the way. Mercy One, your best life, our one purpose.
Halftime winding down. You see the clock there, about 20 seconds left. Martensdale-St. Mary's going through their final shots, trying to get something to go in, build a little confidence as we go to half number 2. It has been all Algona Bishop Garrigan. They lead 36-12 over Martensdale-St. Mary's. Along with Ellie Ruffridge, I'm Paul Yeager. Glad to have you here on this Wednesday now afternoon. All right, Ellie, it's easy to say, is this a Ted Lasso moment? Be a goldfish for Martensdale-St. Mary's?
Be a goldfish. Flush it. That second half, it happened. It's in the past, and now it's time to move forward to the third and fourth quarter.
And if you're the team in white?
If you're the team in white, you got to keep doing what you're doing. Pedal to the metal. Make a statement. They're here to get back to that state championship game, and you can see that is what they're here to do.
They have a focus, and they also have the basketballs. We start half number 2. Starters for both squads. Audie Crooks looks for the give and go. Now they swing it over the left side. Molly Joyce on that wing. Audie cuts to the block. Drop step, 2 dribbles, score. She had 20 in the first half, gets the first 2 here in the first 20 seconds. Blue Devils go a little motion here, but man, that suffocating defense. 3's not there from Shannon, and Crooks the board. Audie in the first half had 8 rebounds, so that's 9, so she's 1 away from a double-double. And I have a feeling she might get another. Well, bucket too. 24.
Great pass right there by Zoe.
Third quarter starts much like the second. The first half. Easy buckets from Crooks. Coach Baker, I think something didn't go what he wanted because he just had a big shoulder exhale. Coaches talk about things at half. You know, you can't change an entire game plan, but in basketball, Ellie, you kind of have to make adjustments on the fly. I think Martensdale made some adjustments, so did the Bears, but you got to make some big ones right here, and it starts with hitting 3s like that. Ellie Baker. That makes every coach look smart.
There you go. Coach Baker calls her the defensive menace, but right there she can prove that she can also knock down a big shot like that.
Crooks underneath the basket, takes a step back, scores.
Just makes it look easy, doesn't she, Paul?
She does. You know, and there's been discussion, you know, media folks have kind of asked me over the years, you know, how would she play in 5A? And I said, I think she would play quite well. I think she's a great player, many different ways.
And she just got her 10th rebound right there. So, double-double.
Double-double, and there is almost a tray in and out for Montag. Blue Devils with the rebound. Shannon quickly draws double team and gets a foul. Draws a foul. I think Montag is the one going to get whistled. And it is. Zoe Montag picks up the second. You know, the thing about Audie, too, and I'm not being disrespectful, but, you know, you just get to know someone over the years and you call them Ellie or Audie. You know, it's that 4-letter name. It's easy to say. Audie is multi-talented. I remember asking her once if she alters that shot, maybe she'll get a few more blocks and get a triple-double. She's a music person, loves to play the trumpet, and there's video out there from like a pop show from this winter of her singing. So
I have seen that on Twitter. She's got a nice little voice too to go along with her basketball skills.
3 from Hovey. Maybe that's how her NIL money is going to work. She'll be singing. Drive to the basket by Baker and is fouled on her way there, and will shoot 2. Molly Joyce picks up her 3rd foul there. Did you ever sing?
No. Well, I take that back. I was in choir, and I enjoyed it. But again, I wasn't just singing solo. I was with a group of people to cover my voice.
Cover. Free throw is good for Baker. Baker now with 4. Her team has 16, Garrigan 45. Cutting was capacious. Now gets it on the left wing. Guarded by Baker. 3 coming. Spins around, thought maybe Montag could get that one to fall, but not quite. Looked good leaving the hand as we're at under 5 minutes to play here, third quarter. Nice move, Baker. And then Crooks knocked it away and was able to get Baker to touch it last.
She had a great look right there. If Crooks wouldn't have gotten her hands on that, she would have had a layup for sure.
Have you had many conversations with Audie? Have you ever talked to her in person?
I have not had a one-on-one conversation.
You'll have to do that in postgame.
I will. That's something too, Paul. We talk a lot about these players with their skills and what they can do, but she's also a phenomenal person from what I've heard.
Oh,
very, very humble.
Absolutely.
And just a great, kind person. So I've heard nothing but great things about Audie Crooks.
Great representation of the Iowa girl as 3 is launched and hit.
Yes.
There we go. Carly Franey.
Big time shot by the freshman. She hit a couple of those before third quarter.
Oh, countering.
Right back at
Another freshman.
Another freshman. Taking advantage of this opportunity. That's what you got to do if you're a freshman, getting time to play on this court.
Alish with the 3 and then a travel by Shannon. I think she's maybe done that a couple of times. That time they whistled her for it. You know, that's something you talk about the Iowa girl that Executive Director Gene Berger mentions. It's the hashtag that's up here is the Iowa girl. The dish to Crooks now with 30. And it's fun for these players to be here. You know, I'm sitting here looking at a banner shot. Nice hit by Brinley German. There's a banner down in the locker room on the way, hashtag Iowa girl, and then the logo. And right next to that is a nice drive by Joyce. There's a banner.
Oh, good. Look up, look up.
There you go. There you go. You got a breakaway, backside, dribble,
there
and score. Carolyn Ampher. Crooks gets behind. Now we have a track meet going. 32 for Crooks. And the banner has all the team names, and then this year it lists all the players on the team.
Yeah, that's really cool to see. It's really fun to come down to the state tournament each year and see the different creative ideas that people bring to the tournament. So it's fun to walk down that hall as a player and see the teams that are here, but also the players that have been here in the past.
Well, and yes, the banners that are hanging in the locker room of some of the players from 1970s and the 1980s. There's a Facebook page of the I Played 6-on-6 basketball. They love to hear about those photos, and they post a lot of those. I didn't look. I mean, now you went on to play college basketball, so, I mean, you picked up different things. Not everybody gets to do that. You know, we're talking 10% maybe play in that next level.
Right.
A lot of those who come and play here, as the free throw is hit by Baker, they keep that tag that's the Iowa girls logo. Do you still have your tag?
I have all of them on my bag, and I have a lot of pride in those tags because whenever you make the state tournament, whether it's basketball, maybe you qualify for state track, cross country, it's something that you put on your bag, and it's something to brag about. we went to the tournament this many times.
And Brinley German's going, hey, I've hit back-to-back buckets for my squad. I can brag about that. 54-26. Lots of fight left in these Blue Devils. They want more than souvenirs. Crooks catches, shoots, scores, and is fouled. There's a look at Brandon Schwab. In his quote-unquote spare time, he also farms, works at the school as the basketball coach. He's coached in a number of places, but back in the home area, back behind the defense, and then missing is Franey. I think that pass kind of took her under the basket. Crooks gets back. She scores. Not sure she actually made it very far down the floor.
Great pass right there by Molly Joyce, keeping her head up and finding Audie for another easy 2.
And we're going to have a push foul. Here's a look at that break again when Crooks got behind. Just made it look way too easy. Under 2 minutes to play in this third quarter. Brindley German with the basketball. Into the corner. They go Baker. Nice drive. Draws the foul on Crooks.
That was a nice little baseline drive from her right there.
Okay, so we're going to talk some records here for a moment. Something to watch as Ellie Baker has a free throw. Baker hits the first. The single game play for me, what's that say? Oh, Ellie Rufford. Oh. Shot is on the way. No good.
All these players going after my records.
Again.
I love it. We had Addison tying it with 3-point single game. The first game we called today, and Audie could very well get the
1A, and there's a potential for that 5-player 48. We'll see. It's only a quarter and a minute left. It's just a matter of how much she plays in a 58-27. This is a long tournament, too. You got to think about energy levels and body management. Alish dribbles down. Looking in the corner. Montag. Nice fake drive. Extends the play. Good block by Franey. And Martensdale-St. Mary's with a couple of seconds less than what's left in the quarter on the shot clock. Nice drive. Shot up and off the glass. Good for Franey.
That was a really good offensive possession for Martensdale-St. Mary's. They were patient, moving the ball really effectively to get that open look.
Actually, that was Bears who hit that bucket. Sorry about that. Bartolo pulls it back out. Under 10 seconds to go, third quarter. She goes to work on the left. 5 seconds. Now Alish way out front. 3 launched from Miracle Land. No good by Reagan Murphy, and that's how the third quarter ends. Garrigan 58, Martensdale-St. Mary's 29. The fourth quarter when we come back to the Girls State Tournament.
Across Iowa, you don't have to look far to find a bank that's got your back. From just around the corner to the next town over, hundreds of neighborhood banks are going the distance to ensure your future looks brighter than ever. By providing jobs, supporting local businesses, strengthening communities, and helping your dreams become reality. Here, the life you build is backed by Iowa banks. See how banks are making a difference near you at iowabankers.com.
The Iowa Bankers Association is the proud sponsor of the Parade of Champions and the Iowa Student Achievement Award. And we will see the Parade of Champions in our statewide finals coverage on Iowa PBS. Ellie Ruffridge and Brad Wells will have a call of 2 different games, and BJ Shaven and Laura Leonard to have the call on 5A, 2A, and 1A. So you'll have 3 and 2. Yes, you'll have 3 and 2, right? Class 3A, Class 2A.
Yes.
Yes, and 5, 1, and 4A is the shot by Shannon as she drove to the basket. Comes up short. Crooks goes to work to start the fourth quarter with a bucket, now at 36. Driving
Nice.
is Bears. I'm telling you, I love the spunk of this team for the Blue Devils. I mean, what they have been doing is very impressive.
Right. Despite the score, they are still showing some fight in this game. They aren't going to give up until this buzzer goes off.
Loose ball. Grabbed a hold of by Abby Capacious. Nice drive. And score. Abby Capacious.
Coach Schwab calls her the glue of this team. She's a great defender, but she brings just toughness to every aspect on the floor. Just an ultimate competitor. Showing some of that toughness right there with that move.
Garrigan up 62-31. Inside Crooks, catch, shoot, score. Said that a lot. And I was off on points. She now has 40, so she has set the Class 1A scoring mark. And she needs 8 more to tie the all-class mark.
Nice little steal right there.
Blue Devils have it now. That's Shannon. Up ahead, Bears. The layup is good. It was a 22-17 third quarter for Bishop Garrigan, but Martensdale-St. Mary's scored 17 points. That bested what they did in the first half, combined in the first 2 quarters. So the offense starting to work. Is just a huge mountain to climb here. They've been able to keep away from the running clock as Crooks took her eye off the ball. And getting behind the defense is Baker, who lays it in and she'll get the and one opportunity.
You play the game until the final buzzer rings.
Coach Baker in his 13th season at Martensdale-St. Mary's, and he says, you know, we struggled for an identity this year, and when a coach with veteran qualities and resume says, I'm struggling to find my identity, you know, that can be concerning. A new coach, maybe not, but each team is different, just like each child is different. And this team, he said, as Crooks catches and scores, she now has 42.
And he told us that their team motto for this year is to control the controllables, right? So sometimes it's kind of hard to control what's going on right now with Audie Crooks and the Bears, but they're doing the best that they can and still showing some fight here in this game.
Well, and he says, you know, we may not be 6 feet tall, but we have the advantage in a lot of areas that you cannot measure. Fearless, relentless, dedicated, passionate, and heart. I'll take that every day of the week in an athlete on any sport.
For sure.
And not every squad can have that. And to have that, that's why you play. You're one of the final 8 in the tournament. You just happen to draw the top seed in the first round. 3 on the way is short by Alish, running out of bounds. Trying to get it was Capacious, but she put it back in the hands of Martensdale-St. Mary's. That's Sophia Shannon, the junior. Now it's Hadley Pearson, who had a good first half. She scored 7 then. And now there's another foul on the floor. Is that on Joyce?
Yeah, it is.
That's her 4th.
It is her 4th.
So that is a strategy. Joyce tonight, 7 points. The free throw is good by Brindley German. German, the captain of this team, coach on the court, and student of the game. Sounds like a coach's kid almost. But what's fun about her is what's a good guard do? Sets your teammates up for success.
Yes, she does. She set the school record for the career assists. And, I mean, she can show that she has the ability to score, but her strength is passing the ball and getting her teammates open.
Joyce the rebound. Kicks it back out. Audie from 15. Oh, shoot it. Now, big old clap. Sends to the corner for 3. Hear a lot of slapping going around, and Audie Crooks is fouled. I think Hadley Pearson. She had a big old thunderclap, wanting the ball to go into the corner to Bartolo. Only the second team foul, so no free throws here for Crooks. Crooks, I believe, if I can read lips, says, I'm done. Which means your record lives for another game.
Well, I don't know. It was either that or I'm good. I'm good, meaning, coach, put me back in the game. I want some more of this.
It could be one of those two. That's true. You have to think big picture there.
You do have to think big picture, and that's conserving energy, but also you don't want to put her in the game late right now and then have a possible injury.
You could have an injury like there, but you could also have a good two. I think that was a 2-point. Was that a reversal for 2? I mean, girls wrestling has started here for the Union. We just had a match break out. They don't wrestle in this arena for the girls, but man, good effort both when a travel is called. Martensdale-St. Mary's has the basketball now. On the right side, 3.5 to play. Nearly stolen away it is by Reagan Murphy. She has it poked away by Brindley German.
She read that pass too. You could see her eyes wandering, which got her that steal, just not able to control it to end it with a layup right there.
Again, what did you say? Not wanting to quit until the game is done. You play to the final horn?
You play to the final horn, and they've shown that.
Autumn Elbert is into the game for Martensdale-St. Mary's as we have a little, I think we're sorting out some of the players that are in. So we're going to the official score sheet. If somebody is in the game that hadn't checked in with the book, and I know we had a little bit of a problem with some of the introductions from the Bears, and maybe that's what we're sorting out right now. I have Corson Oberender in, and that is going to be a technical foul issued to the bench because she's not listed on, so I think a score sheet, I think that's exactly what happened. Well, there's one thing to fix. Those assistant coaches, they're supposed to have jobs. Would Coach Rogers ever give you the business if you failed to do something?
He probably would have a comment about it. He usually takes care of it on his own, though.
Well, and some coaches do, and I don't know what the setup is here. But that's, to me, what it looks like, is we just had somebody in the game not listed on the official score sheet.
I bet he doesn't, or they don't make that same mistake again.
Both free throws missed by Elbert. Was that a player not in the book? Yeah. Yep. That is what it was. So we get the clarification. Got to work on those officials to come over and tell us what's going on. That's part of the fun thing you hear. You get to hear what happened.
They're kind of a part of our team, too,
They
Paul.
are. They
you know,
are.
We all got to work together.
What a three from Sophia Shannon. Really been fun watching Shannon play today.
Yes, it has been.
She has been playing great defense and just involved in like every part of this offense. Normally a 12-point-a-game shooter or point scorer. Trying to force all these players left.
Showing a lot of heart, too.
Well, and she is listed as a captain. I mean, that's what you want, is the shot clock down to 5. Alish. Now over to Bartolo, who launches it from the logo. Ooh. Rattles around. That's a Caitlin Clark-style three.
That was.
You thought I was going to say you, but
no.
Clark's like to shoot the three. And I don't think we're going to see Audie Crooks. So I'm going to put a bow on this points per game issue. So, Ellie, you hold the record for 48. Listen to these names. Denise Long has the 6-player record at 93. Janelle Grimm, now a coach from Montezuma in 94, had 44. Marissa Schroeder, who we talked about, that record was broken today. Connor Sudman for trainer in 2A. I was here for that game. Ellie Ruffridge, 48 in 2017 in 3A. Ava Hawthorne had 31 in 4A, and Caitlin Clark in 2019 had 42 against Waukee. Look at those names. Caitlin Clark, Ava Hawthorne, Janelle Grimm, Denise Long, Ellie Ruffridge. I mean, that's a who's who of girls basketball in the state of Iowa, both current and past players. Love it. And Audie Crooks will enter that record book after her 42-point performance today. Drop step in the hole, no good. for Haley Nemmers. (66-41). 3, no way, or no good for Bartolo. Franey.
Nice inside-outside look.
Great job by Martensdale-St. Mary's.
Do you think she called bank on that ball?
She might have, and the bank's still open. It's still banker's hour. That is Carson Oberender. And we're going to have a foul now on Martensdale. That's Kaylee Finney. A couple more Garrigan Bears getting in. Alyssa Hageland. Also in is Elena Casey. Reese Kima, who actually I think I had missaid who the issue was in the scorebook, and I think it was Kemna. Three off the mark from Elena Casey.
This is always fun, too, for players that don't always necessarily get the playing time when they're playing varsity, but it's just fun to embrace this moment, entering the game at the state tournament.
Getting a shot off, getting a bucket to prove that to your kids or grandkids at some point, I played at the state tournament. But, Mom, it was only for 10 seconds. It doesn't matter. I played at the state tournament. Driving and getting fouled on her way to the basket is Haley Nemmers, the freshman. So a lot of the freshmen getting a chance to play here, and this will be enjoy the moment for the Bears as they try to get these freshmen involved, see what it takes to be a Molly Joyce and Audie Crooks and understand what it takes to be a varsity player. It's not the easiest transition from freshman ball to varsity.
It's not. And what's so cool about having spectacular players like Molly Joyce and Audie is you get to practice and play with them every single day. So you're learning, how they have become so successful. And what better way to learn than to play against some of the best players in the state.
Working on that culture for years to come. And for Martensdale-St. Mary's, they're getting some of their freshmen in right now. But, here's the thing. Martensdale-St. Mary's, they're going to bring everybody back. All the starters are underclassmen. Juniors are and one sophomore. We talk about Panorama. That was one of their upsides. This is an upside for Martensdale. Huge not back down in this ball game. It would have been very easy to just stop playing in the third and fourth quarter. But they did everything but today. It was just too much. Golden Bears and Audie Crooks as the drive to the basket goes in and out. Ripped away, and that is the final. Garrigan's going to advance 67-43 here at the state tournament. The Golden Bears looking to get back into that title game again. They have become a mainstay in that. They have been in the last 3 state championship games. They are the defending champs in 1A. And they're looking to get back there again. And they took step number 1 in this quarterfinal matchup today against Martensdale-St. Mary's. If you're Martensdale-St. Mary's, Ellie, we talk a little bit about, some of that nucleus coming back again. The heart to continue to keep playing. A lot to be proud of for this squad.
Absolutely. They had a terrific season. And, losing this game is only going to bring more energy to next season and more fuel to the fire to get back here.
Let's go across the court for our post-game ceremony.
Player will receive a commemorative basketball provided by the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Presenting awards from the IGHSAU are Gary Ross and Gene Berger. Congratulations to head coach Tim Baker and the Blue Devils from Martensdale-St. Mary's on an outstanding basketball season. And now, Audie Crooks will advance her team to the semifinal bracket. Golden Bears fans, your team advances to the semifinals and will play the winner of Remsen St. Mary's and West Fork on Friday at 1:30. Fans, on behalf of
the Algona Bishop Garrigan Golden Bears improved to 24-1 with an impressive 67-43 victory. Martensdale-St. Mary's finishes the year at 21-5. Audie Crook sets a 1A scoring record for individual player with 42. The future Iowa State Cyclone made it easy, scored often, looked like she's the real deal player, Ellie. I mean, you get a chance now to see her in person as you watch these highlights air back over. Again, what stood out to you?
What stood out to me was how well that they played together as a team and using their size to their advantage. There wasn't a lot that Martensdale-St. Mary's could do. She just made it look so easy when her teammates passed her the ball to get open looks inside. So looking forward to watching them in this semifinal game.
Yeah, semifinal game. That will come your way here on Friday morning. We have another game next in Class 1A. 3 more to go, 1 done. Thank you very much, Ellie Ruffridge. Hope it went well. Great to work with you.
Great to work with you too, Paul.
All right, that'll do it for all of us here on the digital network powered by Mid-American Energy. Again, the Golden Bears advance 67-43. So long from Wells Fargo Arena and the State Girls Basketball Tournament.